What's going on, Madison? Why are you coming out of Jake's apartment?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I heard from my friend. She saw you coming out of Jake's place this morning. She even took photos and sent them to me.
Someone took photos? That's the worst. Well, if you have evidence, I can't deny it.
You know Jake and I are dating, right? So why are you coming out of his apartment?
You know the rumors about me too, right? That I steal everyone's boyfriends for fun.
Well, that's...
Those rumors are all true, and Jake was my next target. We spent the whole night together yesterday. Jake decided to dump you and date me instead.
No way.
He was supposed to call you today to break things off. Guess I'm ruining the surprise.
But Jake just told me yesterday that he loved me. We were planning a trip for spring break.
Wow, he told you that and then came running to me? That's even worse than I thought.
Why would you do this? If you genuinely liked him, I might understand. But this is clearly just a game to you.
Yep, it's all a game. Stealing someone else's boyfriend is quite thrilling and fun.
That's terrible, messing with people's relationships for such a reason.
Come on, don't be so angry. To celebrate your freedom, I'll give you $2,000.
What?
Don't worry about the money. As you probably know, I'm a CEO's daughter. Daddy gives me a big allowance every month, so this is just pocket change to me. But for a regular college student like you, $2,000 is a lot of money, right? You should be happy to get such a sum for just losing one boyfriend.
Excuse me?
I'll give you the money next time we meet in class, so don't make a fuss about this. I hate drama, so keep quiet, okay?
She was definitely cheating with Jake. When I confronted Madison, she admitted it right away. Thanks for sending me the evidence photo, Katie. Unbelievable. She was just lovey-dovey with another guy she stole from someone else, and now she's targeting your boyfriend. She didn't even apologize. She just brazenly admitted it was all for fun, and then she offered me $2,000 to keep quiet. Solving everything with money? Typical rich girl behavior. There were rumors that she uses money to cover up troubles each time, and I guess those were true too. I didn't know about those rumors, but I don't want to take that kind of money. It would make me feel even more pathetic. You're so principled, Emily. If it were me, I'd take it and spend it all at once. I'd probably use it for my first ever night out at a fancy club. I'd let some hot guys treat me way better than Jake ever did. That's so like you, Katie. But I think it's cool that you're not taking the money. Forget about that spoiled rich girl and that stupid guy. Karma will get them eventually. People like that will definitely get what they deserve someday. You're right. I mean it. The universe has a way of balancing things out. I hope so. Right now it feels like they're both winning and I'm just here with a broken heart. Emily, it's time to move on and find your next love. You're pretty, so you'll find someone good soon. Just don't rush and end up with some asshole. Thanks for being here for me, Katie. I don't know what I'd do without you right now. That's what friends are for. Want to come over tonight? We can watch bad movies and eat ice cream. That sounds perfect, actually. Great, I'll get the ice cream ready. And Emily, it really will get better. Thanks for caring, Katie. I'll try to move forward and do my best. Hey, Emily, did you get a wedding invitation from Madison too? I haven't received anything, but she's getting married, huh? Rumor has it she's sending invitations to everyone from college. You'll probably get yours soon. Everyone? Even the girls whose boyfriend she stole? Seems that way. I talked to Jessica yesterday, and she got one too. What incredible nerve she has. Right, after everything she did, she expects us all to show up and celebrate her happiness. Yeah, many girls are still angry about the thing she did, so I bet most people will decline. That's the thing. She's apparently insisting that everyone must attend. She's threatening to cut business ties with people's companies if they don't show up. She's forcing everyone to attend by intimidation. Still acting like the entitled CEO's daughter. When threatened like that, people have no choice but to attend. If anything, she's gotten worse. Oh, but that doesn't apply to you, right? If she cuts ties, it would hurt her more. I wonder if Madison knows your husband is a CEO's son, and his family company is even larger than hers. She probably doesn't even know I'm married. I only told my family and close friends about the wedding, and our ceremony was small and private because I don't like flashy events. You should decline Madison's wedding. You already have a grudge against her for stealing your boyfriend. There's no need to attend a wedding you don't want to go to. You're right. Even if she does threaten me, it won't work. Plus, you and Sean have been so happy these past few years. No need to bring that negative energy back into your life. I don't even want to remember that time. It all worked out for the best anyway. If she hadn't stolen Jake, you might never have met Sean. That's true. I guess I should be thankful in a way. Not thankful, but you're happily in love with your sweet husband, Sean, now. No need to think about unnecessary things. Just enjoy your newlywed life. Oh, wait a minute. What's wrong? I just noticed something in the invitation. Madison's groom has the same name as your husband. What? Sean is a pretty common name, though. No, it's Sean Green. Same spelling and everything. Really? That's quite a coincidence. Hold on. According to rumors, she's marrying some CEO's son. Supposedly, it was love at first sight from Madison, and now they're getting married. A CEO's son with the same name? Could such a coincidence really happen? With our college history, I'm suddenly feeling very anxious. I'm sure it's nothing. I mean, what are the chances? But Green Real Estate is pretty well known, and Madison always had a thing for targeting men with status. Don't worry, Emily. There's no way your devoted Sean would marry Madison, and he's already your husband anyway. It must be an incredible coincidence. I'll attend and check it out for you, so you can confidently decline.
I'll send you a wedding invitation too. Just so you know, I'll only accept attending as your RSVP. You better come celebrate my wedding properly.
Sorry, Madison. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. You don't even need to send me an invitation.
Don't mess with me. When I say come, ordinary people like you just shut up and come. I absolutely won't forgive anyone who doesn't attend my wedding. If you don't come, I'll ruin your company.
What?
You are just an ordinary college student. You probably don't work at any significant company, right? With my daddy's connections, I can destroy any company. Then your company will go bankrupt and you'll be unemployed, all because you declined my wedding invitation. Your life will be ruined.
What a terrifying threat.
It's not a threat, it's a promise. Daddy has connections everywhere. One word from me and you'll never work in this city again.
I'm sorry you feel the need to force people to celebrate with you.
Come to think of it, didn't I steal a boyfriend from you too?
Yes, my important first boyfriend. Don't tell me you don't remember.
Nope, I don't remember at all.
What?
So that's why you want to decline? Because of a grudge? Well, that's fine. I don't remember the faces of any of my ex-boyfriends anyway.
Seriously?
I'm totally into my current boyfriend. I have no interest in past guys. I've practically forgotten them all, so you should let bygones be bygones and attend my wedding.
For someone who played around with so many men, you must be really into this guy if you're this passionate. He must be a wonderful person.
Oh, he is. He's absolutely amazing. His face is exactly my type. And best of all, he's even richer than me. His company is bigger than ours. Have you heard of Green Real Estate? He's the son of the CEO of that famous nationwide real estate company.
What? Green Real Estate? You're marrying Sean Green?
Yes, you know him? Well, I'm not surprised. Everyone knows about Green Real Estate. Real estate is really hot right now. I heard their performance last year was in the billions. He has private jets, yachts, even an island, everything. He's exactly the kind of man who's worthy of being my husband.
No way.
Are you overwhelmed by how impressive he is? Anyway, I'll send you the wedding invitation. So be sure to celebrate with us. If you don't come, I'll use my CEO daughter connections to ruin your life.
The groom is actually my husband.
Huh?
Sean Green of Green Real Estate. We've been married for several months now.
I thought it was just a coincidence, but I can't believe this is happening. The CEO's son of Green Real Estate is my husband. What? What are you suddenly talking about? There's no way Sean could be your husband. He's going to marry me.
No, Sean is my husband. We just got officially married this year.
What? You got married this year? Did he ignore what I said? I told him to break up with his girlfriend because I was going to marry him. How dare he ignore my orders?
What? What do you mean by orders?
Shut up! Sean is going to marry me. When I say so, it's absolute. I will never allow him to marry another woman.
What should I do, Katie? It looks like Madison's groom isn't just someone with the same name. It's actually the same person. She's trying to marry my husband. Perfect timing, Emily. I was just about to contact you about that. She seems to be forcing a wedding with Sean, even though they're not even dating.
What?
I started making calls after we talked. No one has ever seen them together as a couple, not once. So she's just made this whole relationship up? From what I can tell, yes, this is beyond delusional, even from Madison. She was praising Sean a lot, said he was the perfect match for a CEO's daughter like her. That sounds like her. She probably decided your husband was her perfect trophy and just claimed him. But to go as far as sending out wedding invitations, that's crossing a serious line. I was curious after our conversation, so I did some digging before attending the wedding, and I heard this story. Apparently, Madison proposed to him one-sidedly. She did mention something about giving him orders to break up with his girlfriend. I guess she meant me, his wife. Seems they met at some company gathering. She boldly proposed right there on the spot, saying, "Your looks, assets, and status are perfect, so I'll marry you."
What?
Of course, Sean immediately refused. He said, "I already have a fiancé who's important to me, but that's a relief." But Madison said, "I'm definitely better than her. Go ahead and break up with your fiancé. I'll proceed with the wedding preparations," and then left. What? Is that the wedding I'm being invited to now? Seems like it. Madison has always lived by using her parents' connections and money to get whatever she wants. She's probably never had things not go her way. That's probably what led to this major meltdown. Should I be worried? This level of delusion seems dangerous. I don't think she's dangerous, just incredibly entitled. She genuinely can't process that she can't have something she wants. I need to check with Sean right away. He probably doesn't even know about this wedding being prepared without his knowledge. Good idea. He might have just brushed off her proposal as a joke or something. I bet he didn't realize how serious she was. Madison doesn't take no for an answer. Exactly. Normal people don't continue with wedding plans after being rejected, so he probably thought that was the end of it. I'll call him right now. This whole situation is unbelievable.
So it's true. You really are married to Sean. Give him to me right now.
Absolutely not. Don't think everything will go your way.
What? Are you seriously defying me? I can destroy the company you work for.
I became a full-time housewife after getting married, so there's no company to destroy.
What?
Well, in a way, a housewife's employer is her husband, so you'd be destroying Sean's company. That would be troublesome, but it's okay. Someone like you couldn't possibly ruin it anyway.
What did you say?
You said it yourself. His company is bigger than your family's. He has tremendous assets. Go ahead and try to destroy his company if you can. I'd like to see you try.
Don't get cocky just because you married him. You're just a former ordinary college student.
That's true. I just happened to meet him and got lucky enough to marry him. I'm not amazing or important myself, but the same goes for you, right?
Huh?
You just happen to be born into a wealthy family. You just happen to be a CEO's daughter. You yourself haven't done anything impressive, yet you act so high and mighty because you're a CEO's daughter.
Shut up! You're just an ordinary girl who even had her boyfriend stolen by me. If that's how it is, I'll steal from you again, just like in college.
What?
I've never failed to get a man I wanted, not once.
Sean is different. He values loyalty and honesty, two things you know nothing about.
Men are all the same. They follow whoever offers them the best deal.
You really think you can just steal my husband?
It'll take just a moment if I get serious, and then you'll be the pathetic woman who lost men twice. You should just hand him over quietly, otherwise you'll get hurt again.
That's absolutely impossible. No matter what happens, I would never betray my wife.
Huh?
Hello again, Madison. It seems you've been doing quite a lot behind my back.
Sean, is that really you? I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk about our wedding plans.
There are no wedding plans, Madison. I'm already married to Emily. I heard most of the story from my wife. I clearly rejected your proposal that day, yet you went ahead with wedding preparations on your own.
I never said I was giving up. Besides, I'm definitely better suited for you. Only fools marry ordinary women. Marriage should be between people at the same level.
If by level you mean character and values, then Emily and I are perfectly matched.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Then you and I will never get married because our intelligence levels are way too different.
Excuse me? Are you calling me stupid? Do you know who my father is?
I know exactly who your father is, and I know who you are. Someone who thinks they can buy or force affection.
You're making a serious mistake here, Sean.
Also, our life levels and common sense levels are different. I don't like flaunting assets, but in terms of company size and holdings, I'm overwhelmingly ahead of you. With levels different in every way, I cannot marry you, Madison.
What's with that attitude? I'm saying I'll marry you, and you dare look down on me?
You're the one looking down on my precious wife. She's the best wife who sees me for who I am, not just my assets or title. How dare you look down on and insult my wife?
So what? What's wrong with looking down on ordinary people? She is ordinary. What has she ever accomplished? What can she bring to the table?
Emily brings kindness, integrity, and genuine love, things you clearly know nothing about. She's my wife, and when I officially take over the family business, she'll be the CEO's wife. About half of my assets will belong to her. Even half would be more than what you have.
You can't be serious. You'd give half your fortune to someone like her?
That's how marriage works, Madison. What's mine is hers, and I trust her completely.
This is ridiculous. You're making a terrible business decision.
It seems you don't understand your position at all, looking down on someone like that. Could you please go back to your family home for now? I'm sure your angry parents are waiting for you after this commotion.
Huh? What are you talking about? My parents don't know anything about this.
They do now. I reported everything to your parents, being made a groom without my consent, and even having wedding invitations sent to so many people. This is serious defamation. Enough grounds for a lawsuit.
What?
When I explained this, your parents panicked. Of course they would. They have a major contract coming up with my family's company, and if that gets canceled, your family's company would suffer major losses.
Really? Wait, you wouldn't cancel a contract over this, would you? That's not fair.
What's not fair is you harassing my wife and spreading false information about me marrying you.
I didn't harass anyone. I was just planning our future.
It's only natural they'd be furious when their daughter nearly ruins the company they've built up. What a disappointment you must be to them.
Oh no, I'm getting intense calls from my parents. They sound absolutely furious. This can't be happening. My father never gets angry with me.
Your parents are calling for you. Please return home and behave yourself, and never approach my precious wife again. Now please excuse us.
Wait, Sean, let's talk about this. We can work something out.
Goodbye, Madison. I suggest you seek professional help for your delusions.
This isn't over. You'll see. You're making a huge mistake. Help me, Emily. My parents were incredibly angry afterward. They kicked me out of the house. They confiscated all my credit cards and my wallet. I've been thrown out with nothing, and I don't know what to do.
Wow, your parents were so indulgent before, but they must be really serious this time.
They've never been this angry before. Dad said I almost cost him the biggest contract of the year.
I'm not surprised. You tried to force my husband into a marriage he never agreed to.
I didn't think it would turn out like this. I thought Sean would come around eventually.
That's not how relationships work, Madison. You can't force someone to love you.
Please help me. I contacted all my friends, but no one will help me. Instead, they're all demanding money from me, saying they'll help me if I give them $2,000.
You mean the exact amount you offered me in college after stealing my boyfriend?
Is that what this is about? That old grudge? I said I was sorry.
Actually, you never apologized. Not once.
Fine, I'm sorry for stealing your boyfriend in college. Is that what you want to hear?
No, I'm just saying you've always solved everything with money, so it's no surprise everyone is treating you this way now.
I never thought they'd turn on me like this. These people were supposed to be my friends.
Were they really friends if you had to buy their loyalty?
Shut up and stop lecturing me. Just help me. You're a CEO's wife now. You have money and everything. You can easily help someone like me.
I have resources, yes, but why should I use them to help someone who tried to steal my husband?
Because you're a better person than I am. Isn't that what this is all about? Proving you're better?
This isn't a competition, Madison.
Then prove it. Show me how compassionate and forgiving you are.
True, but I don't feel like helping you, so I can't.
What? You can't be serious. I'm literally homeless right now.
I help my friends when they're in trouble, but you're not my friend, so sorry.
I could be your friend. We could start fresh.
Friendship isn't something you can buy or force, just like love.
That can't be true. I'm begging you like this.
And I'm firmly refusing. Please accept that.
Huh? No one has ever refused me like this before.
There's a first time for everything. Maybe this will be a good learning experience for you.
Please, Emily, I'm desperate. I'll do anything.
Goodbye, then. Life without money must be tough for a former rich girl, but you have no choice but to work hard, so good luck with that.
I can't believe this is happening to me.
Actions have consequences, Madison. Sometimes they take years to catch up with you, but they always do. In the end, no one was willing to help Madison. She ended up begging on her knees in front of her parents' house. They finally let her back in after the deal between her family's company and Sean's company went through safely. They told her, "Because of you, we almost suffered huge losses, and the deal ended up being very favorable to them. We'll let you stay at home for just 1 week, during which you need to find a job and a place to live. After that, you can never come back." They essentially disowned her. I heard she's desperately looking for work now, but she can't even pass a convenience store job interview. I hope she finds a job soon.
Listen, Megan. I'm pregnant. I just entered my 2nd trimester.
Congratulations. Wait, Jessica, were you married? When we met at the reunion last year, you said you were still single.
I'm actually still single. I can't marry the father of my baby yet.
Excuse me? You can't get married? Is there some special circumstance?
He's already married. He can't marry me because he has a wife.
What? You're involved with a married man? Jessica, that's complicated.
It's not ideal, I know, but when you fall in love, you can't always choose the perfect situation.
What? So you're planning to raise the child by yourself?
Of course I'm prepared for that. Since it's the child of the man I love, I'm definitely going to have it. But when I think about the child, it would be better to have a father, right?
That's true. It won't be easy, but I think you should talk with the father. One option is to have him take responsibility by divorcing his wife.
Really? You think so too, Megan? Then how about you divorce Ryan right away?
Huh?
Actually, the father of my baby is your husband. I'm pregnant with Ryan's child.
What?
I was prepared to raise the child alone, but I'd be really happy if you divorce him. I'm so glad you're such an understanding friend.
Wait a minute, the baby in your belly is Ryan's child? You were having an affair with my husband?
It's your fault for bragging about your husband all the time. At our middle school reunion, you wouldn't shut up about him. When I hear that kind of stuff, I have no choice but to steal him away.
Bragging? I don't remember talking about my husband to everyone.
You were bragging about how your husband is the son of a company president. Everyone was saying how envious they were, and you were eating it up.
I wasn't. Besides, the topic of my husband only came up because, by coincidence, there happened to be someone who had worked at his parents' company.
Oh, please. You engineered that coincidence perfectly. You made sure everyone knew you married into success.
What?
You were one of the plain girls in middle school, and it's always the plain ones who love showing off their success when they grow up. You were so slow on the basketball team that you lost your starting position.
That wasn't my intention.
You were just rubbing it in my face because I'm still single, right? Bragging about how you're the winner who married into money with a company president's son, looking down on me despite being a former nobody. That's why I decided to steal your husband.
You had an affair with Ryan for a reason like that? And even got pregnant?
For the sake of my baby, please get a divorce. I'll be taking your place as the wife of the company heir.
No way.
Oh, and I'll also take your newly built house. A house with a yard is essential for raising children. The timing is perfect since your house was just completed.
Huh? How do you know we just built a house? I didn't mention that at the reunion, and we just finished moving in.
Since I'm dating Ryan, of course I'd know that. Especially about that house. The south-facing living room is amazing, isn't it? I really like it.
What? How do you even know the floor plan?
The other day, we had a date at your house. You know, since I got pregnant, we need to think about the future and save money, so we've been having dates at home lately.
You're kidding. You mean he brought you into our home while I was away? He brought his mistress into our newly built dream home?
Right now, I might be his mistress, but I'm his future wife, and eventually this house will be mine too, so it's fine.
What?
Since you're going to divorce him for the sake of my baby, then he and the house will all become mine, right? When I marry him, I'll have to redecorate right away. I like the house, but the furniture and interior design aren't my taste. I guess a former plain Jane's sense of style is the worst.
Excuse me?
I'm ready to marry Ryan anytime, so all you need to do is break up with him and leave. I'm pregnant with your husband's child, so I'll be taking your divorce and your newly built house too.
Fine. Good luck with that.
Just disappear already. Now I've hit the jackpot for a winning life. A plain girl like you getting a rich husband was the mistake.
Maybe you're right. Unlike me, you were always the center of attention in class and in clubs.
That's right. I was always at the top of the social hierarchy in class, and I was always chosen as a starter in clubs and stood out. It's absolutely impossible for a plain girl like you to stand out more than me.
I've signed the divorce papers, so you just need to fill out your section and submit them to City Hall. Well then, I wish you and Jessica happiness.
Huh? How did you find out suddenly? I've been so careful to hide the affair.
Jessica herself asked me to break up with you. She said she's pregnant. As she wishes, I'll divorce you.
No way! Wait, this is different. What happened with Jessica was just a fling, not serious. I don't want to divorce you!
What? You got her pregnant and you're saying it was just a fling? You've already gone way beyond that.
But...
A man who cheats on his wife is the worst, and abandoning responsibility after getting someone pregnant is even worse. Even if it was just a fling, you need to take responsibility since you got her pregnant.
Well...
And apparently, you even brought her to our newly built home. I don't want to live another day in a house where your mistress has been, so I'll be moving out today.
You found out about that too?
She must have been feeling cocky. She told me everything. She must be having quite the dream about stealing a company heir, too, not knowing you've been disowned and can't inherit the business.
Don't tell me you told her that!
I didn't bother telling her anything, but your reaction shows you've been hiding your family situation from her.
I wasn't hiding anything! I just didn't think it was necessary to mention!
Of course, because you just thought of her as a fling, right? There was no need to tell her you failed at starting a business in your 20s and embezzled money from your family's company, that you were disowned and removed from succession because of that.
Well...
Your relationship with your parents improved slightly when you married me, but they still haven't completely forgiven you for what happened back then, have they?
They said they'd forgive me when I paid back all the money I took, but I still have about $3,000 left to pay back.
You still have that much left?
It can't be helped. I want to pay it back and make things right with my family too. But the company I was working for went bankrupt and I'm still unemployed. I want to pay it back, but I don't have the money.
I'm guessing Jessica doesn't know you're unemployed, does she?
She doesn't know anything! Not that I can't inherit my family's company, not that I'm unemployed, and not that you're paying our mortgage because of it!
After all the support I've given you, I can't believe you had an affair.
That's exactly why! I've been holding back from having fun while desperately looking for work! But you seem to be enjoying yourself every day, going to reunions and stuff. When I was feeling frustrated and she came on to me, what choice did I have?
What choice? How about saying no? How about being faithful to your wife who's been supporting you through everything?
You don't understand what it's like to be a man in my position.
What position is that? The position of having a loyal, supportive wife who pays all the bills while you look for work?
The position of feeling like less of a man every single day! Do you know how humiliating it is to have my wife support me, to have no prospects, no future?
So this is my fault? Because I've been supporting us financially?
No, but Jessica made me feel like a man again. She looked at me with admiration, not pity.
I have never pitied you, Ryan. I believed in you. I thought we were a team.
I needed to feel like a man again, even if it wasn't real.
Don't you dare try to justify this. I can't continue this marriage with someone like you. I'll divorce you, so go do whatever you want with Jessica and your baby.
Thank you, Megan. You left the house right away and even signed the divorce papers. Thanks to you, we just got married a little while ago.
You're welcome. I'm glad you could become husband and wife before the baby is born.
Yes, now I can give birth with peace of mind. It's amazing. I've got the winning lifestyle with a successful father for my baby and a gorgeous new house with a yard.
If you're that happy, then divorcing him was worth it, though he was the worst husband ever for me.
Oh, sounds like sour grapes. That kind of attitude is pathetic, you know. It just makes you look pitiful and funny.
What?
Now I've finally gotten revenge for my long-held grudge. Of course the last laugh should be mine.
Wait, did I do something in the past to make you hold a grudge?
Huh? You don't remember? You stole my starting position for the last tournament in middle school. I was supposed to play, and then you even made a buzzer beater shot and stole the spotlight from me.
That was because you failed a test, wasn't it? Our middle school had a rule that anyone who failed even one test would be suspended from club activities. That's why I was moved up to starter. I just gave it my all in my first official game, and you've been holding a grudge all this time for that?
From that time on, I decided in my heart that I would never lose to you and that I would always stand out more than you.
I see.
Take that! I'm going to live happily with the husband and house I stole from you. You'll eventually take over the company and become president, and I'll have it all. A future company president husband and a brand new house.
Do as you please. It's all yours, so manage it responsibly. Though my disowned husband can't expect to inherit the company or any inheritance, and he's unemployed and can't pay the mortgage on the house, but it's all yours now.
Huh?
Go ahead and do whatever you want. If this helps you settle your one-sided grudge, it's a small price to pay.
Wait, what do you mean? Disowned? He can't inherit the company despite being the president's son?
Yep, that's right.
And he's unemployed? Is this for real?
Yep, that's right.
Stop giving me robot-like answers. Explain what's going on in more detail.
The truth is, he once started a company inspired by his parents, but he launched it almost on impulse alone, and when it quickly went downhill and he had financial troubles, he embezzled money from his family's company and ran off. That's why he was disowned.
What?
By the way, that company went bankrupt long ago. After that, he worked diligently at a factory to pay his parents back. Our marriage helped repair his relationship with his family somewhat, but his parents haven't completely forgiven him yet, so they've told him, "We will absolutely never let you take over the company."
How can he not inherit the company despite being the president's son? I thought he would eventually become president.
That's impossible. He hasn't even finished paying back the money he took, and his parents would never let a son who can't take responsibility inherit the company.
Wait, paying back? You mean he has debt?
He still has about $3,000 left to pay back, I think, but the factory he was working at went bankrupt, and he can't find a job, so he's proudly unemployed right now.
What?
That's why I was paying the entire mortgage on our newly built house. But now that I've divorced him and I'm gone, you'll have to work hard to pay it, Jessica.
Me?
Well, you're Ryan's wife now. If your husband is unemployed, his wife needs to help him out. Couples should support each other, right?
This is ridiculous! I never heard anything about this. Ryan always seems so relaxed and kind, exactly like a successful company heir. I can't believe he's actually unemployed, in debt, and disowned by his family.
Well, that's the reality.
Why did you even marry a guy like this? He was already disowned by his family when you married him, right? He was in debt and working at a factory.
I didn't really care about those things. I've always been plain and quiet. And I thought it was admirable that he had tried to start a business, even if he failed.
Huh?
Yes, he made the mistake of embezzling money from his family, but he was diligently working at the factory to pay it back. Everyone makes mistakes, and he was trying to take responsibility for his. I thought there would be no problem in marrying him.
What incredible generosity!
Not at all. After all, I couldn't forgive even a single incident of cheating. But he's unemployed, in debt, disowned by his family, and cheats on his wife. From now on, please support him as his wife. Well then, I wish you happiness.
Please, let's work things out, Megan. I'll find a way to get rid of Jessica somehow. I'll pay child support and take responsibility for the baby. Of course I won't trouble you with the child support costs. I want to live with you in this house.
Oh, come on. You've already submitted the marriage registration with Jessica, right? You just married another woman and now you're saying this?
It's because you told her everything about my family and my debt. Because of that, Jessica suddenly started selling all my fishing gear and golf equipment and even said I can't have meals until I find a job.
Well, if you don't have money, it can't be helped. You're going to have a child soon, so some drastic measures are necessary for your future.
But you never did things like that, did you? Even when I couldn't find a job for a long time, you never complained, never interfered with my hobbies, and quietly paid for everything. Now I realize how precious you were to me.
It's too late to realize that now. I have no intention of getting back together with you. I don't know any man who would betray a wife who pays the mortgage without complaining. Well then, I'll be filing for alimony later, so please take care of that payment too.
What? You're asking for alimony in this situation?
Of course, we're divorcing because of your affair. You need to take responsibility for that.
But...
Oh, and I'm planning to claim it from Jessica too, not just you. So don't worry, you're not alone. You two can support each other while making the payments.
I know I've been a terrible husband, but I can be better. I will be better.
It's too late for that. We're divorced. You're married to Jessica now.
I'll divorce her. I'll file the papers tomorrow.
And leave your child without a father? I thought you were going to take responsibility.
I'll still support the baby. I'll be in its life, but I don't have to be married to Jessica to do that.
Figure it out with Jessica. I'm done being your problem solver.
Megan, please don't do this. Don't leave me with her.
You did this to yourself, Ryan. Now you have to live with the consequences.
Give Ryan back to me right now. I know you're hiding him somewhere.
Huh?
Today is the payment due date for this month. He needs to come home by today or we're in trouble.
Even if you tell me that, I'm not hiding him. Has Ryan disappeared somewhere?
That's right. He suddenly left and now he's not answering his phone. That man, after I sold his hobby stuff, he got angry and cheated on me with another woman right after we got married.
What?
So I lost it and broke his phone in half. Then he said, I can't live with a woman like this, and left.
A domestic dispute in your second month of marriage. Impressive.
I've had enough. Why is this happening to me? All I wanted was to be happy, so why am I the only one suffering like this?
Maybe it's because people who hurt others and steal from them can't find happiness.
What's that supposed to mean?
You deliberately pursued a married man. You knowingly tried to break up a marriage. Now you're upset that your relationship isn't perfect?
That's different. You two were clearly wrong for each other. He needed someone more exciting, more his equal.
And how's that working out for you?
Shut up! I don't want to hear a lecture from someone like you. Just tell me where he might be. You're his ex-wife, so you must have some idea.
No way. I can't understand what a lowlife like him is thinking. Actually, you might know his whereabouts better than I do.
How would I know? If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you.
You know, birds of a feather flock together, so your thought processes might be similar.
What did you say?
I'm just suggesting that since you and Ryan chose each other, you might think alike in some ways. Where would you go if you were in his situation?
I wouldn't run away from my responsibilities. I'm not a coward like him.
Well, good luck with your search. Your belly must be heavy with the pregnancy, but fight on with spirit.
That's it? That's all the help you're going to give me?
What exactly do you expect me to do, Jessica? I haven't seen or spoken to Ryan in weeks. I've moved on with my life.
You could at least try to help me find him. This is your fault too.
My fault? How is your husband's disappearance my fault?
If you hadn't told me about his financial situation, we wouldn't have fought. He wouldn't have left.
So, you'd prefer to have remained in the dark, to not know that your husband is unemployed and in debt?
Yes, we were happy before I knew. Ignorance is bliss.
Until the house gets foreclosed on and you're evicted with a newborn.
I would have figured something out. I always do.
I wish you luck with that, Jessica, and with finding Ryan.
So you really won't help me?
I've told you everything I know. Ryan and I are divorced. His problems are no longer my concern.
You're heartless, you know that, after everything we've been through together.
Everything we've been through? You mean like when you had an affair with my husband and got pregnant? Or when you demanded I divorce him so you could take my place? Those fond memories?
This is different. I'm in trouble now. I need help.
I'm sorry, Jessica, but I can't help you. This is between you and Ryan now. Jessica managed to find Ryan. Apparently, the place Ryan was hiding was in the doghouse at his parents' property. He'd been going to the employment office and doing day labor during the day, while sleeping there at night. His parents hadn't noticed at all. But Jessica's ability to find him is impressive. Ryan had been hiding his divorce from me, his affair with Jessica, and their marriage from his family. When everything was revealed on the spot, his parents forced him to sign a written pledge stating, "We will completely cut ties with you from now on. We won't give you any money and promise never to have anything to do with you again." Ryan signed it while crying, then returned with Jessica to their empty new home, where they had sold everything they could sell.
I've decided I don't want to live together after all, so please continue living by yourself, Karen.
What? That's not what we agreed on. You promised to live with me after getting married, didn't you?
But I just can't do something I don't want to do. I just married Tom.
There's no way I'm living with my mother-in-law as a newlywed. We discussed this months ago. You specifically said you wanted us all to live as one family.
Things change. I realized I need my space as a new wife.
No way. Really? What about the renovations I did for our living arrangement? They're already finished. I redid all the plumbing because you requested it.
You can enjoy the nice plumbing by yourself.
Are you serious right now? Those renovations cost thousands.
It's not my fault you decided to spend so much money.
What?
You said you hated the old kitchen too, so now you have a new one. That has nothing to do with me refusing to live with you.
Nothing to do with it? I wouldn't have done renovations if I was living alone. After making me spend all that money, now you refuse to live with me? What are you thinking?
You're making this into such a big deal. It's just a living arrangement.
Excuse me? You were the one who first suggested living together.
Well, that was...
I checked with you multiple times. I told you we didn't have to live together, that you shouldn't force yourself. Then you said that as Tom's wife, you wanted to be close to me. You actively pushed the idea of living together, didn't you?
That was just being polite. It's your fault for taking it seriously.
Being polite? You made me spend tens of thousands on renovations as a politeness?
As a new daughter-in-law, I wanted you to like me, so I got caught up in the moment and said I'd live with you. Normally, a mother-in-law would be considerate and refuse, but you encouraged it, so it's your fault.
That's absurd. You repeatedly insisted even when I expressed concerns.
You should have known I was just trying to make a good impression.
Don't talk nonsense. You're clearly the one at fault here. If you didn't want to live together, you shouldn't have pretended otherwise.
It's not pretending if I meant it at the time. I just changed my mind.
People don't just change their mind after others have made major financial commitments based on their word.
Even if you say that, when I said I'd live with you, both you and Tom were so happy. Seeing those faces, I couldn't take back what I said and admit it was just politeness.
What am I supposed to do now? You said if we lived together, all the plumbing needed renovation, so I spent a lot of money making everything nice. You're going to pay me back for this wasted money, right?
Of course I won't pay. Why should I pay for renovations on a house I'm not going to live in? You can pay for everything yourself.
The renovations were specifically done to accommodate you and Tom. I would never have done them otherwise.
But they're in your house. You benefit from them.
What did you say?
I'm not being unreasonable. This is just how things work. Anyway, I'm not living with you. It's all your fault for taking my politeness seriously. I haven't done anything wrong.
You can't possibly believe that.
I do, and Tom agrees with me.
Does he really? I find that hard to believe.
He supports his wife's decisions. That's what a good husband does.
I'm going to talk to Tom about this directly.
Go ahead, but don't be surprised when he takes my side.
I'm really sorry, Mom. I had no idea Sarah meant the living arrangement as just politeness. After you did all those renovations, I'm truly sorry.
Sarah is quite a handful. If only she had told us she didn't want to live together before the renovations.
I know. I feel terrible about this whole situation. She just sprung this on me this morning.
This morning? So you had no idea until today either?
I'm really sorry. Actually, I just heard Sarah's true feelings. She says considering our future children, she wants to stay in the city.
What? Is Sarah pregnant?
No, not yet. Actually, we're planning for children much later.
I see.
We spent a lot on the wedding, so we want to save up more money before having kids.
That's responsible of you, so why the sudden concern about children now?
Yeah, basically, she says children are a blessing, so she wants to be prepared for pregnancy any time. She even quit her job.
What?
I was shocked too. She didn't even discuss it with me first.
She quit without talking to you? When did this happen?
Just last week, she called me at work and said she'd submitted her resignation letter.
That's a major decision to make unilaterally.
He apparently has some ideal parenting plan. She wants to stay at home quietly during pregnancy to avoid stress, then be a full-time housewife to always be with the children. She wants to enroll them in famous kindergartens in the city and prepare them for competitive elementary school entrance exams. It's not like I'm against the idea, but I just wish she would have told me.
That would be difficult out here. We don't even have elementary schools that require entrance exams.
So, living together is impossible. She claims what she said before was just being polite. She's being extremely selfish, but I can't force her to live with us either.
Of course not. Forcing someone would only make things worse. If she's against it, living together wouldn't be pleasant for me either. It would just create more tension in our relationship.
You're right about that. I hate that this is happening, especially after all you've done.
I just wish she had been honest from the beginning.
So, I'm really sorry, but please consider the living arrangement canceled. Of course I'll pay for all the renovation costs.
Don't worry about that. I've decided to sell this house. I'll add the renovation costs to the selling price, so don't worry about it.
What? You're selling our family home?
I've been thinking about it for a while. Your father passed away early, and it's wasteful for me to live alone in this big house. I was planning to sell it after you got married and move to an apartment.
I didn't know that.
I didn't want to mention it until things were more settled with your marriage. But then the topic of living together came up. I rushed to renovate, but I'll stick to the original plan and sell it. Actually, thanks to the renovations, it looks nicer and might sell faster.
I suppose that's a silver lining at least. I'm so sorry for messing up your plans. If there's anything I can help with, please let me know. With the selling process or finding an apartment, anything.
Thank you, Tom. I'll let you know if I need anything. For now, just make sure you two communicate better in the future. That's the most important thing.
I will. Thank you for being so understanding, even though you have every right to be angry.
You're my son. I just want you to be happy. I heard the news. Karen, you bought a huge piece of land with a garden, didn't you? Ma, you're well informed. Yes, I bought a quiet place at the foot of a mountain. That sounds absolutely perfect. I can't believe you kept this a secret. It wasn't a secret. It just wasn't relevant to share. Why didn't you tell us right away? You should inform your son and daughter-in-law about important things like this. Where a mother-in-law buys land has nothing to do with her son's family, especially since it's a large piece of land in the countryside. It has no impact on your city life. But it does! We've been talking about getting away from the city lately. Really? That's quite a change from your previous position. That's not true. A quiet house with a garden in a natural setting. It's like a dream environment and really helps us out. Helps you out? In what way? It's perfect timing, actually. We've been looking for a place like this. Excuse me? Actually, I'm finally pregnant, and when the baby is born, I want to raise them in a spacious house surrounded by nature. Oh, you're pregnant? I'm only 4 weeks along, but we're expecting a healthy baby. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It will be your first grandchild. Yes, I'm really looking forward to it, but you're planning to raise the child here. Didn't you want to raise them in the city and enroll them in famous kindergartens? Oh, I've done so much research since then. City schools are terrible for children's development. That's quite different from what you said 3 years ago. That kind of upbringing is harmful to children. Children need to be raised in natural surroundings where they can develop freely. What? All the latest parenting books say so. Children need fresh air, space to run, and natural materials. This is a complete reversal of your previous plans. In today's world, it's important to nurture a child's individuality. Experiences that develop a child's sensibility are more important than studying. Children raised in natural environments become smarter than those raised in concrete jungles in the city. Well, being in touch with nature is certainly important. Exactly! That's why your new property is perfect for us. For us? What do you mean? For raising my child, of course. Your grandchild deserves the best environment. I'm still not following. So, I'll be counting on you from now on. I've already sent our belongings to your place. You sent them? Are you planning to move in with me? Of course! What else would we do? It's the perfect arrangement. But we never discussed this. I already arranged everything. The moving company is delivering our things tomorrow. Living in a house with a garden where children can play freely is like a dream. I heard the land is quite large, so we might even start a vegetable garden. I hate bugs and getting my hands dirty, but you're used to that kind of thing, right? Please teach my child about the wonders of nature for me. And you're planning to have me help with childcare too? Of course! Grandmothers love taking care of their grandchildren. It's natural. I never agreed to be a full-time babysitter. You'll be able to live with your grandchild, so you must be happy too. I'm fulfilling our once-canceled living arrangement. You should be more excited. Even if you say that, you didn't even consult me about living together, yet you're sending your belongings. There's no problem, right? With such a large piece of land, the house must be fairly spacious. There's plenty of room for your son's family. I'd like to confirm something. Does my son know about this move? Did you two decide to proceed with this plan without my consent? Tom doesn't know anything about it. When I suggested living with you, he refused, so I decided to move forward on my own. What? Tom is so stubborn. We can't live with you, not after I acted so selfishly, he says. He says you'd refuse anyway, so it would be rude to even ask. But how would we know without asking? He was being considerate of me. So, I decided to move on my own. Once I've sent our belongings, you won't be able to refuse, and the living arrangement will proceed as I planned. Oh, how exactly do you plan to live here? Huh? There's no electricity, no water service, and only a dilapidated shack that's about to collapse. It's certainly full of nature and would be an experience, but do you plan to live in such a place? What? What do you mean? You bought a large piece of land with a garden, right? Yes, to build a dog run. I just bought a vast piece of land, not a house. The total area is about the size of a football field. A dog run? You're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. I'm completely serious. The land is perfect for what I need. A dog run? Are you serious? Very serious. I've already hired contractors to start construction next month. But what about us? Where are we supposed to live? You seem to know that I bought land, but you don't know why I bought it. Obviously, I thought you bought it to live in. Why else would anyone buy land? There are many reasons people buy land. Mine happens to be for the dogs. This is ridiculous. Who spends that kind of money on dogs? I told you, it's for building a dog run. I joined a rescue dog support group, and I'm creating a dog run for those rescue dogs. Rescue dogs? Really? After selling my house and living quietly in an apartment, I had too much free time. I wanted to do something meaningful, so I started helping with rescue dog activities. I've always loved dogs, but my husband was allergic, so we never had one. I enjoy being around dogs every day now. So you'll choose dogs over your own grandchild? I'm not choosing anyone over anyone else. This was my plan long before you decided to move in without asking. So that's why you're building a dog run? You're not spending your retirement in a peaceful house with a garden? I never said I bought a house with a garden. I said I bought a large piece of land. Stop making assumptions. It's my misunderstanding, but when I hear someone bought land at the foot of a mountain, anyone would think it's for living in a natural environment. No one would guess it's for a dog run. That's why we communicate before making major decisions, to avoid misunderstandings like this. I already sent my stuff. What will happen to my belongings? How should I know? The only standing shack is unusable, so your things will essentially be left exposed to the elements. No way! All our belongings left out in the open at the foot of a mountain? I'm afraid so. There's no secure building there to store anything. But that's thousands of dollars worth of our things, our clothes, everything. There are raccoons and wild boars around. I hope your stuff doesn't get damaged. This is a disaster. Can't you at least build a temporary shelter? Or let us store our things wherever you're living? By the way, I can't keep your belongings. The land is only for the dog run. I don't plan to live there. My apartment is dozens of miles away, and it's too small to store your things. What should I do? I was planning to go there this weekend. I threw away all our furniture, and now where are we supposed to live? Perhaps you could start a minimalist lifestyle. Sit on the floor and eat your meals. What? It might be a wonderful experience. Your baby might grow up to be very smart and efficient. Stop joking around! This isn't the time for jokes! That's my line. Just as I'm about to build a dog run, you send me a bunch of junk. I'll let your stuff stay there for now, but if you don't come pick it up within a week, I'll have to dispose of it. A week? That's impossible! We need at least a month to find a new place. I'm being generous giving you a week. The construction company arrives in 10 days. This can't be happening. What am I supposed to tell Tom? That's between you and him. I suggest you call him right away.
I'm really sorry. I heard everything from Sarah. I can't believe she tried to move in without permission. I've asked the moving company to return our belongings.
That's good, but are you okay? Sarah made these plans behind your back, too.
No, I'm not okay at all. I had no idea she was planning this.
She seemed very convinced it was going to work out.
I got a tearful call from Sarah, and when I rushed home from work, all our belongings were gone. Then she started saying, I'm the victim here. I was tricked.
Oh my, she's claiming to be the victim?
I was shocked. Instead of apologizing for her misunderstanding and impulsive actions, she's playing the victim. I finally decided to divorce her.
Divorce? Really?
I've reached my limit. I don't want to cause you any more trouble either.
You're not causing me trouble. I'm concerned about you.
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. But I can't keep living like this.
But what about the baby? I understand why you want to divorce Sarah, but you should think carefully since there's a child involved.
About that. Even the pregnancy was a misunderstanding.
What? She's not pregnant?
No, she just convinced herself she was. I had her take a pregnancy test, and it was negative.
Oh my, has she seen a doctor at all?
No! She said our first doctor's visit had to be together as a couple, so we were planning to go next week when I took a day off.
Wow.
I assumed she had at least used a pregnancy test, but it was just her intuition. I had a feeling and made her check just now.
Sarah seems to be quite prone to misunderstandings.
I didn't realize it was this bad. She even got you excited about a first grandchild. I'm really sorry for everything.
You don't need to apologize. It actually makes the divorce easier, doesn't it?
Yes, but I still feel terrible about all the trouble she's caused. Anyway, I'll contact you again once things settle down.
Please do. And Tom, take care of yourself during this difficult time.
I will. Thanks for understanding, Mom.
Of course. I'm here for you whenever you need me.
I appreciate that more than you know. I'll call you tomorrow with an update about the belongings.
Okay. Good luck with everything. Please help me. Tom told me he wants a divorce, but I don't want to divorce. Please tell him to reconsider. Why are you contacting me about this? This is between you and Tom. Because he listens to you. You could convince him to stay with me. I refuse. I fully support the divorce. What? Really? Yes, really. Tom deserves better than this. How can you say that? I'm your daughter-in-law. First, you cancel living together, then suddenly decide you want to live together. I'm tired of such a selfish, spoiled daughter-in-law. I feel sorry for my son who gets dragged into this. Divorce him quickly. But we can work through this. It was just a misunderstanding. This goes far beyond a simple misunderstanding. No way. I finally married Tom. I married an elite man working for a major company in the city. If we divorce, I won't be able to live as a successful housewife. Is that all you care about? His status and income? Is that the only reason why you don't want a divorce? What's wrong with that? If I get divorced, I'll just be unemployed. Well, would you like to join the rescue dog activities? We have a partnership with a rescue dog cafe that's short-staffed. They pay minimum wage for part-time work. I hate dogs. I've hated them since one bit me when I was little. My goodness, I've never met someone I have so little in common with. You lack common sense, your preferences are different, you're the complete opposite of me. It seems I can't help you, so goodbye. Wait, you can't just abandon me like this. I'm not abandoning anyone. This conversation is simply over. But where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? That's something you should have considered before making all these rash decisions. What? That's it? You're ending it just like that? Yes, this discussion isn't productive. But I need your help. You have to talk to Tom for me. I'm kind to rescue dogs, but I can't be kind to stupid monkeys. Stupid monkeys? Did you just call me that? If the shoe fits. I can't believe you'd insult me like this, after everything I've done for this family. And what exactly have you done for this family? I've made Tom happy. Have you? Because he seems quite unhappy at the moment. That's temporary. We were perfect together before all this. Anyway, this is goodbye. Be careful about your misunderstandings in the future, and good luck. You're just going to abandon me? What kind of mother-in-law are you? One who's no longer your mother-in-law. Goodbye, Sarah. This isn't over. I'll make Tom change his mind. Good luck with that. Soon after, my son Tom and Sarah divorced. Sarah kept refusing the divorce until the end, but when her parents heard about all her misconduct, they were furious. Sign the divorce papers immediately. Stop embarrassing our family, they scolded her, which helped move the divorce process along smoothly. Sarah tried everything to avoid the divorce. She even showed up at Tom's workplace with fake tears, causing quite a scene in front of his colleagues. Tom remained firm in his decision despite all her tactics. He told me it was the hardest but best decision he'd ever made. After that, she was forced to return to her parents' home and now helps with their farming business. Meanwhile, the dog run construction is progressing well. My son Tom was feeling lonely living by himself, so he adopted a rescue dog as family and seems to be living happily. Sarah's parents own an organic farm about 2 hours outside the city. From what I hear, she wasn't too pleased about having to work with her hands in the soil every day. It's quite ironic, considering she talked about wanting to start a vegetable garden at my property. Real farming is much harder than she imagined. Tom visits the dog run regularly now. He's become quite involved with the rescue organization himself. It's been wonderful seeing him find purpose after all the turmoil. The dog he adopted is a sweet border collie mix named Max. They're inseparable these days. As for me, the dog run has become more successful than I ever imagined. We now work with 5 different rescue organizations and have helped rehabilitate over 30 dogs in our first year. Tom has started dating again recently. He's taking things slowly, but the woman he's seeing seems kind and level-headed. Quite the opposite of Sarah. She works at a veterinary clinic and volunteers at our dog run on weekends. They actually met when she brought in a rescued puppy. Tom and I are closer than ever now. We've learned the importance of direct communication and not making assumptions. A valuable lesson from this whole experience. I suppose I should thank Sarah in a way. If she hadn't pulled that final stunt, Tom might have remained in an unhealthy marriage much longer. And I might never have discovered my true calling with the rescue dogs. Sometimes, the most challenging people in our lives inadvertently lead us to where we're meant to be, though I certainly don't miss having Sarah as a daughter-in-law.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.